This episode of Blacktop Banter is brought to you by Crafco, the world's leading manufacturer of packaged pavement preservation materials and equipment for the asphalt industry. Learn more at crafco.com. Hey everybody, Marvin here from Blacktop Banter, and we're in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and we're here at ConExpo 2023, and this is an episode of Blacktop Banter. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself. Mary, you can introduce yourself first if you would.
Good morning, I'm Mary Schwant. I'm the project manager of ACHA Construction located in Elko, Nevada.
I'm Todd Schwant, owner of ACHA Construction out of Elko, Nevada.
Where is that located in Nevada?
Elko, Nevada is up in the northeast corner of the state. We border Idaho to the north and Utah to the east, I guess it would be.
So highly populated metropolitan area.
Not really. We only have a base population, maybe 45,000 people, 50,000 for the county, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's small, but a lot going on. It's the largest gold producer in North America, which drives the infrastructure for construction.
Really?
Yeah, it's the largest gold producer in North America is Elko County, Elko, Eureka County.
Dang, man, that's crazy. So what do you guys do up there, Mary?
So we're heavy sites built. So we do anything from underground utilities, earthworks, concrete.
Everything.
Any and everything. Anything and everything that they want us to do.
You guys were telling me yesterday that you were on Love's station, right?
Right, so we're building a Love's Travel Center. We've done Maverick gas stations, kind of just do everything that anybody wants us to do. We travel throughout the state, Vegas, Reno. We don't have anything for Utah or Idaho, but anything in Nevada, we're your guy.
Dang, and you guys were telling me that on the project that you're on right now, you had ground heaters and stuff, right, for concrete to keep concrete
right
going.
Because of the severe winter conditions we have. Like our high for the last 2 months might have been 35-37 degrees for the day. Man. And we still continue to move forward. We're pouring hundreds of yards of concrete every week, and in order to do that, we have to bring the ground up to temperature, get it thawed out, bring the rebar up to temperature, and then cure the concrete and let it get at least 5 days of cure with heat. So we run extensive ground heaters up there and, with lots of blankets, and we lay out 4,000, 5,000 feet of hose every day, warm it up, roll it back up during the day, and roll it back out again at night.
Are you in charge of all that stuff, Mary? You run all that?
I am.
Man, how do you manage it all?
Great supervisors.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really comes down to who you have on your guys' crew.
What's it like being the leader of a project like that and being in a construction industry and being a female? Can I ask you that question?
Yeah. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But it's very mind challenging. Like I learn something new every day, and it's honestly like if you have good people working with you, they'll take you everywhere you want to go. If you have a good team.
Yeah.
But other than that, like it's hard. We only have 2 women that actually work in the field for my company.
Yep.
We work with GCs that I don't ever see a woman on the project.
Yeah.
So you have to like really go in there and know what you're talking about because they will run you over.
Yeah. Well, you kind of have, I think you have a little added leverage, right? Because you have a military background.
Yes.
Which helps out quite a bit. It's very easy to see that you're pretty firm right away, right? About that type of stuff. But it's fully understandable. We see it quite a bit, but also we see a lot more women coming into the construction field and construction industry, understanding it and
yes.
understanding how to run crews and things like that. What about what you guys do is your favorite part of the business?
We do something different on every project. We don't it's not a profile that we do. Like every project is a different scope of work.
Yeah. So it's not repetitive.
No, it's not.
It's interesting.
Yep.
It's challenging.
The crew learns something new every single time that they go out there. And I think that's what keeps people around.
Yeah. And it makes you, the challenge of it makes it feel like you're doing something new, right?
Yes.
So it's not mundane, and it gets to be exciting when it comes to that aspect of it. How long have you been doing this, Todd?
I started the company 2009.
Okay.
So we got 14 years, almost 15 years under our belt.
And what made you get into this field and start doing this?
I grew up with a rural background, living and working on ranches, farms most of my life. My family's large cattle ranchers up in northeast Nevada. Mm-hmm. And being on a ranch, you had to learn how to do things yourself. So we had our own dozers, our own excavators, our own backhoes. And I left the ranch and went to work for another construction company and immediately became a superintendent within just basically a year and started running large projects. And I liked it so much, but it wasn't for me working for someone else. I'd always had my own business my entire life. I've had multiple businesses, and I just started ACHA Construction, and here we are today.
Now that spring is here, it won't be long before we're back out in the field. And a key part of being successful this year is making sure we have the products we know and trust to get the job done right each and every time. That's why we use Crafco for all of our crack and joint sealant needs. Crafco products are safe, easy to use, and consistent in their quality and performance, so we spend less time troubleshooting and more time building jobs. Plus, Crafco's industry-leading service and support team means they're ready to assist with any questions we do have along the way. So, if you're ready to ditch the hassle and the headaches this year, visit Crafco.com and give their products a try. I know you'll be glad you did. That's CRAFCO.com. If you've been listening to the show for a while, you know that I've been using Stencil Plus for years. They have everything I need for line striping jobs, from multi-piece stencils, stencils with different thicknesses, stencils for the big box stores, custom stencils, and they have free shipping on all orders within the U.S. Plus, for a limited time, friends of this podcast can save an additional 10% on all orders at Stencil Plus. Just use code BB10. That's BB10, as in Blacktop Banter, at stencilplus.com. Dynapac continues to make an impact in the asphalt industry, literally. Recently unveiling their electric line of rollers and plate compactors, they lead the way in innovation when it comes to compaction, including their seismic technology, which creates a better, smoother, compacted surface. We're happy to have Dynapac as a supporter of the Blacktop Banter community and encourage you to interact with them on social media. For their full product lineup, visit Dynapac.com. Dynapac, your partner on the road ahead. What was some of the first work you did when you started?
We started out fencing. Is actually ACHA Construction started out as a fence contractor.
You guys got a crazy path. Every time we have a conversation, and I think I've heard everything,
we've built
always
miles
some
and
layer
miles of fence. Yeah, and
really?
We still do large fencing projects. We do a lot of Nevada Department of Transportation fencing projects. We do stuff for the mines. We don't do hardly any ag fencing anymore because we outpriced ourselves.
Sure.
Once we went union, that put the employee rates higher than what a rancher or farmer can afford.
Sure.
But for state highway work, mine work, we do a lot of that. We do a lot of commercial chain link fencing, things like that still. So we try to be in-house. One contractor does it all. So we do the earthworks, we do the fencing, the utilities, the concrete. We'll do the small paving jobs. We do everything so that the general contractor doesn't have to hire 10 subs. He can hire us. We take care of everything. Yeah. So like the project in Jackpot right now, we have 23 full-time employees up there on the job site. We have a full-time earthworks crew, full-time concrete, full-time utility crew. And so with the great supervisors we have, nobody's stepping on each other's toes. We all help each other out. And we've got a great crew where if they need help pouring concrete, the utility guys will stop putting in pipe and go over and help finish concrete.
That's nice.
I mean, it just everybody looks out for each other.
Helps everybody.
Yep, and that's how we've been successful and got to the point we are today.
So, to piggyback off of that, right, of how you got successful and got to where you are today, are you seeing growth still yet in the business? Do you think that with that growth, that there'll be a point where you're like, oh, this is kind of where we wanted to be? Or do you think, I know you're not that type of guy, but
no, a close friend of mine owns a trucking company, asked me the same thing the other day. He goes, where do you want to go? Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we're still doing
Las Vegas, the Con Expo.
Yeah. We're just doing our thing, It's just we want to work year round. We want to keep at least 2 to 3 projects going at any one time, and that way they feed off each other, and that's what helps because construction is a slow paying process sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
And you're out there 50, 60 days waiting on a check. So if you have multiple projects going at once, you can help each other out. But it's funny. We are doing the same size projects, the same amount of projects basically per year, but we're not chasing the work anymore now. The work's coming to us.
That's a nice feeling.
great relationship with some of these GCs who send us to their projects.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it nice. Like, we don't do any advertising. We're not even listed on the phone, but it's all word of mouth. So we have to have our reputation out there all the time.
Yeah. And coming back to that, right, is a value, right, that you guys deliver. Now, that's your job, right?
It is.
Coming forward is the foundation was built, it got to this point, and now maybe you got to keep the value going and make sure that we're still delivering on that. That way we keep staying and growing. What would you like to see as the future goes with after construction?
Our technology for our company needs to come forward.
Okay.
So like in the last 3 years, we didn't do social media. So I came in.
Yeah.
No, we're going to do social media. We're going to promote. We're going to show people what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's helped us. You know, I have people reaching out. I want to come to work for you just because of your videos.
Yeah.
Your pictures are great. You know, we have GCs reaching out. Hey, do you guys want to bid on this? We've seen that you guys did a Love's Travel Center on TikTok. Okay?
Yeah, on TikTok.
So it's being promoted.
On TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. TikTok.
Yeah.
But no, it's helping us. But our technology, like, we never used to run iPads. Now every supervisor has an iPad.
Mm-hmm.
We're running GPS now.
Getting more efficient.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's something that we didn't do in the last 4 years because there's old school guys.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So it's like the younger generations coming in. Obviously, I'm the youngest at our company. But we have supervisors that are in their early 30s, where we used to have supervisors in their 50s, 60s that did not want to run any of this.
Right. And we're starting to see that too in the marketing world, right? Where a lot of larger companies in the industry were using traditional form marketing. And then all of a sudden, what we did on very little budget started to get more attention than all these other forms of marketing. And they're like, all right, we're going to have to adapt. And you see these companies start to adapt. Younger marketers, like you've had somebody that was at a company for 30 years and always did the marketing, and all of a sudden a young buck comes in and was like, well, no, it's got to be this, this, this. We caught a lot of abrasiveness like that for a while. Like, no, that's how it's always been done. But after a while, you start to see that change. And it's nice to have that open-mindedness of both ends where, yeah, I understand that I need to know what happened back in the day and what the old school mentality was so that I can promote that in the new school way. From their iconic hot boxes to their infrared machines, and now the KM Blacktop Banter Edition seal coating unit, KM International has established itself as one of the toughest and longest lasting equipment manufacturers in the asphalt world. KM is comprised of an experienced team that brings you all the resources you would hope to see from an asphalt equipment manufacturer. Check out KM International on all forms of social media, and be sure to see all they have to offer at kminternational.com.
Asphalt contractors, are you guys tired of using 10 different programs to create a nice professional-looking report for your customer? Are you tired of having to drive back and forth to your job sites to capture photo updates and get measurements and quantities for change orders, or even having to mark your jobs out beforehand? Are you also tired of carrying too much stuff whenever you're on site scoping jobs, like a wheel, a pen, paper, and clipboard, and a spray paint can? We were too, so we developed Spot On Site, an all-in-one mobile app that allows you to measure and mark instantly from the palm of your hand, capture photos and videos that are all time-stamped and dated, and generate instant reports that you can send to your customers and your team members for a seamless collaboration. This is going to no doubt help you win more work, reduce inefficiencies, and stand out from the competition. Check us out for your free 14-day trial, spotonsiteapp.com.
From spray tips, pour pots, street brooms and handles, flagging tape, chalk lines, and more, Liberty Supply is a one-stop shop for all your asphalt tool and equipment supply needs. They've been an invaluable resource for us, and owners Sam and Mike are great guys. They're ready to help you with anything you need. What more could you ask for? Visit their website at libertysupply.biz or call 800-397-9907 and tell them Marvin sent you. We've had our 800 network phone number on the side of our trucks and equipment for a while now. And having branding power over your competition who has a complicated phone number versus 1-800-ASPHALT or 1-800-BLACKTOP makes it easy for people to remember, and all the calls go directly to you. Plus, when you join the 800 Pavement Network, you're joining over 300 pavement contractors who have generated over $2 billion in combined total sales. You can call 1-800-PAVEMENT, or you can go to the website 1-800-pavement.com and you'll find them. What type of advice would you give to somebody who is in the industry and trying to get their feet wet and get their bearings and anything like that?
Take advice from the older generation. They've been in there the longest. They will teach you if you show them the respect for one and that you show up for work. That's a big thing nowadays. Nobody wants to work.
Yeah.
But you show up for work and you show dedicated to the company and that you are willing to learn and not just throw off the remarks. They will take you the farthest.
Cool. Todd, what about you? Any advice for guys?
Same thing. Be open to change. Grasp knowledge. And it's like, even myself, we attend seminars, we go to, such as the Ignite Summit. We come back with so much information that we can't wait to try or implement in our programs, in our office, our field work, wherever we can. And we're constantly striving to find new ways to do things. Just like she said with the GPS system. We've owned a GPS system, sat in a closet for years, $40,000 piece of equipment. And finally, it's like, no, we have to start using this. So now we actually have road graders, we have dozers, everything runs on GPS now, and it's awesome.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that was.
Instead of going over the same ground 50 times with somebody on foot shooting with an eye level, now we got a guy out there with a rover going boom, 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 move through, and we're done. It just increased everything so much.
Yeah, be open to change.
Yeah.
So you alluded earlier to where people can find you all online. Where would that be?
So ACHA Construction on Facebook, ACHA Construction we have a website, and then ACHA Construction on TikTok.
Cool.
So,
well, I really appreciate you guys joining me. I know we talked about it when we were down in Clearwater here not too long ago, and why not be on Blacktop Banter for the first time at Con Expo in Vegas on the biggest stage in the world.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you guys coming. All right, for myself and for Mary and Todd, this is Blacktop Banter, and as always, we speak asphalt.